able. Great, but
checking out the 99 Jams radio program before the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is BBC World News. And yeah, they do have some interesting stories. However, we want to welcome you to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See That.
We like to thank y'all for tuning in and helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
the new
gangsta.
Baby.
And if you don't know, now you know. And we also got to let you know the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. Therefore, the views, opinions, and statements expressed by the host, guest, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Carafesta Radio, 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliates, sponsors, or partners. Basically, when we speak, we speaking for ourselves.
That's it.
Yeah, so don't call a principal. Good morning, Miss Urban, Chandra. What's good? Man, we've been hanging out. Urban is the place to be.
It is.
Urban is the place to be. So we had the birthday party at Urban. Had a wang dang doodle and an amazing good time.
I saw on the post, they was like, what a picture of the squirrel. Are you doing something?
That was Sharonda.
Yeah, Sharonda said that.
Sharonda did this. Well, it was her. She killed the squirrel. Yeah. The squirrel is officially dead. Sharonda Davis killed it. Miss Eva, what's good? Miss Eva found her dance partner, my brother. They was out there juking. Then they reunited at the block party. Tiffany had a good time. So yeah, Urban is the place to be. And then I know there was a event yesterday. Was it yesterday or Saturday? The Mr. Edmond, they did some mental health and mental wellness out there.
Okay.
At Urban as well. And then, of course, Wind Down Wednesday and just all the things that's happening over
There's so much stuff
at Urban.
All the Urbans are doing their thing.
Yeah.
So
Urban
Inc.
Inc.
which is Urban
right.
which is Culture Creative.
Right on, Miss Eva.
They had their yoga event this weekend out there.
Okay.
So yeah, like it's just you guys, urban. Both of the urbans have a book club.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
right.
say yeah. So they got some books. So like, if you're looking for something to keep you grounded,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna say that
That's
keep you
right.
grounded
that's right.
and help you find your creative juices, you can
Yeah.
go either to Urban Drinkery
Yep.
or Culture Creative,
Yes.
right?
Absolutely.
And so the urbans are doing what they do is putting neighbor back in the hood.
Yeah. Speaking of putting neighbor back in the hood, we had our first community block party Friday. Man, these days run together.
They do.
But it was Friday, 6 to 9 on Scranton Street. We got to say that too if you're from here. Scranton Street and 16th Avenue. And it was amazing, man. Community came out. People showed up. We was able to, again, have another good time, man.
A funky good time.
A party with a purpose. You know what I'm saying? And really just a way to get people to come outside and get some resources, information, find out what's happening, and learn about the neighborhood association. Miss Eva says the block party was amazing, and it was. And we're gonna run it back. So our objective is to identify people in the community who can serve as community connectors.
Yes.
Right. And so now we know on each block, like who's the person that can get people information, get them resources, so that in the event of a storm or a crisis or something, when we really need to pull up and pop out, like we have people in place, and then we also have systems in place, so we can just turn that thing on and make sure that people get the help, service, resources, and information that they need. So that's when we say a party with a purpose. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. Oh, today is the 30th.
Yeah.
Can't let the day go by. Today is my Auntie Betty birthday.
Happy birthday, Auntie Betty.
And for some reason, I was like a day ahead. Like,
why we didn't get Miss Auntie Betty in here though?
She will. She's gonna be here until next Monday.
Okay, yeah, so we got to get her in here. We can
get her on the hair. She'll love it.
80 what?
82.
82, man. Come on, what we talking about here? We got to get her in here.
And if y'all don't know my Auntie Betty, she's very spicy.
Oh yeah, for real. Oh yeah,
she's from New York, and she's still right now like a big advocate and support for people in the community. Like they're fighting in New York because they're stealing people's deeds. So she's getting up to their housing. She's getting up, going to the court with people, helping them keep their properties right now. Like that. Yeah, she's a big advocate out there.
And I mean, just some of the things that she did, just her history, to know what she's done and that she's still doing it is just amazing.
I can't make up the stories. Like I can't even give them any, just from the Black Panther movement all the way up, and all the things that she really have played a part in history.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And also, Stephanie A. Wynn. Shout out to Stephanie Wynn. I think they had the Let's Talk the 4th annual Let's Talk About IBD Health and Wellness Symposium that happened this weekend, and so shout out to them. I saw some of the pictures, looked like it was amazing. Saw some of the speakers, Dr. Brittany and others were participants. And so, yeah, shout out to Stephanie for keeping her foot on the gas, making it happen, man.
True.
What happened with Chili and Trump? What's the deal with Chili from TLC? Yeah.
It looks like she made some donations to Trump.
Okay. To the MAGA movement.
The MAGA movement.
Okay.
And now I don't know what post she shared. She shared a post of Michelle Obama.
Okay. It wasn't a good one or something?
It wasn't a good one. So she went in there and she did an interview and went live. I saw pieces of it at TMZ. I didn't watch the whole interview. So I will have to go back and look at it all. But she was saying that she shared that post of Michelle Obama accidentally.
Okay.
And that if she did donate to MAGA, it was for the veterans.
Okay. So I did a quick AI search. It says, as of late March 2026, that's now, Rosanda Chili Thomas of the R&B group TLC is facing backlash following reports that she made several financial donations to Donald Trump's 2024 presidential campaign and associated Republican groups. Here are the key details on the reports from late March. So donations, the Federal Elections Commission's records show that between April and November of 2024, 17 donations totaling roughly $900. That was it. were made to Win Red, Never Surrender Inc., and the Trump National Committee, JFC, using her legal name and Georgia address. And so she didn't give them a whole bunch of money.
Mm-mm. But she don't got to give them a whole bunch of money to support them.
But that 900, so the 17 donations, that's probably when they send you the email and they like, hey, could you just do $26 by, 226 or something like that? Can you do $19? 19 people.
But she did more. She did $900, 17. She said 17 times.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
But different donations.
Yeah.
But then her response, she denied being a supporter of the MAGA movement, stating on Instagram, "I am not MAGA, and I do not support any of the many policies that are causing great harm to the American people." She claimed the donations were a mistake, explaining that she did not read the fine print and believed she was supporting causes for veterans against human trafficking. So that's what you were saying. And so she didn't read the fine print. She thought that it was, supporting the cause. I rolled. I see the eye roll.
I mean, to be honest, how I feel about it.
Okay.
I'm not. Your views are your views, and who you vote for is who you vote for. Whatever you find, whatever resonate with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just stand on it.
Okay.
If you're gonna do it, just stand on it.
So you saying she ought to be like, yeah, I did it.
Yeah,
I voted. Yeah, I supported Trump.
Yeah, if you did, you did.
And did.
Yeah. I mean, if you did, you did. And
not saying that it was a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Wait, I seen something else in the comments. I want to finish this one though.
Go ahead.
So the social media controversy. In addition to the donations, Chile also faced scrutiny for a now deleted repost on her Instagram story that featured a debunked conspiracy theory about former First Lady Michelle Obama. She described this as an accidental repost, stating she was not computer savvy and was unaware of the post until she was notified. So she made a mistake and didn't read the fine print on the donations. And she's not tech savvy and accidentally reposted the picture of Michelle Obama. This is not the first time that Chile has faced criticism for her political views. In 2017, she faced backlash for stating that all lives matter in an interview about the Black Lives Matter movement. Despite her explanation, many fans have expressed skepticism and disappointment as the details surfaced just before a scheduled tour.
Right. And
they coming to Tampa in September.
And people saying they don't want to see
They
Chile.
canceling Chile.
They want to cancel Chile.
I had a crush on Chile back in the day.
You did? She was pretty back in the day.
Yeah, I did. I had a crush on Chile. Yeah. But it's interesting. Renee, what's good? I see you. Thank you for tapping in. What y'all think? Let us know what you think about Chile and these mistaken donations and accidental posts. Because she said it was a mistake, right? You buying it? You think she made a mistake? Didn't read the fine print 17 times? Thought she was helping the veterans?
Maybe it was a reoccurring charge.
Okay.
Because it's like $52. I went and broke it down.
Okay,
so it could have been, let's say,
like a reoccurring charge. Yes, that's from April to November.
I don't know.
October, November, that's 8 months. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't know. Look,
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows? At this point, I mean, the country is definitely divided in the political views. And I would say this, I don't agree with a lot of stuff Trump do, but there are some policies that I can rock with.
Good morning, Mr. Swain. What's good? So
there's some things that I can rock with that he's doing, and then there's some things that I cannot.
Yeah.
So,
no, I'm looking at this comment.
Go ahead.
She ain't studying Chile. I say it that way. Yeah. Oh, who knows? Charlie Soprano TV. Yeah. Who knows what happened with Chile? What's really going on?
I mean, it's something to talk about when you look at it. And so
something to talk about.
I mean, the Black culture is.
We gonna act like Black people ain't Republicans for real though?
No, we're not, because I see it. The big divide that I think I have is that, like, a lot of I feel, and I could be wrong, it's just like the Black Republicans I have came across look down at other Black people.
Okay.
And I don't subscribe to all, so y'all can say that's not true. I just see like the posts and things like that
from from them from the black MAGA.
Right. It's just kind of
because I guess black Republicans. So are they? Let us know, y'all. Are Republicans different from MAGA?
Yeah, they supposed to be.
Yeah.
So let's say
So you got black Republicans and then you got black MAGA.
Right.
And the black MAGA is the ones that I think you talking about.
Probably, but I just
the ones, I see them black MAGAs, and I mean, not a lot of them. I got 2. That's on my timeline.
I got more than 2.
I got like 2 black MAGAs, and they just make me laugh.
I got about like 10.
Yeah.
On mine for sure.
And they showed up MAGA.
They just, when you know your history, and people always say like, blacks was Republican first. Mm-hmm. We know that like the okie doke happens and all that other stuff. And I always say like, if you really into politics, technically, once you start to look into policies, you'll see that not one party has everything that you want.
Yeah. True.
And that's just like any relationship. If you agree with somebody 100%, somebody lying.
Yeah, true. But you got people that be like rocking with these Democrats for real, like lockstep. And I mean, both parties, once they identify with their party, it seems like they feel like they can't break from the party at all on anything. And Tiffany said you right. Yes, they do. Talking about how they look down on you. Some of the black Republicans, like
just the posts and things like that. Like
Shawty Soprano say, all parties look down.
And I'm not, and I'm not reading not one Shawty Soprano thing.
You ain't reading
no, I'm not. Soprano. Because Shawty Soprano supposed to be
all
innocent.
Parties look down.
And no, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the people individual. Like you see the post, and. You act like you ain't at the bar hanging out with the same people. Okay. And now you're over here look what they're doing.
Yeah.
This is what black women is. Like, I'm gonna tell you, I hate to see a black man that go hard on black women. And talk about them,
go hard,
just go and show pictures of like the worst of the worst, and this is what y'all about. Just nitpick a black woman, it just does something to my soul.
Okay,
you know what I mean? I can understand. There's a way that you critique without trying to tear down. And I hate to see a black man that tears down a black woman. And you don't have to agree with everything that's going on. And then as a black man, you always saying how you want to be protected by black women, right? And that you're on your own. And the one group that should protect us when you are again attacking us like the rest of the world is, it's really hard to respect that.
I hear that. All right. So listen, y'all, let us know what you think. We're talking about Chili for those who just tuning in. Chili, made some donations, shared a post. She said it was an accident. She didn't read the fine print on the donations and she made a mistake and shared the post accidentally because she's not tech savvy. But she says that she is not MAGA for sure.
And she may not be.
But you got people who, I was listening to it coming in, they were talking about people who have resources and means, and people who are wealthy tend to be more, they lean towards the Republican policies.
Because, I mean,
a lot of Hollywood, a lot of stars and celebrities tend to follow the Republican policy agenda.
The rich want to stay rich.
Okay.
And so when you look at it, you're looking at like the tax breaks and things like that they agree upon. But then you see a lot of celebrities that also will tend to think that, these policies are extremely harsh.
Jane says she should stick to singing. I got mixed reviews on that one because that's what that happens, right? So like with her, because her views are what they are, we say she should stick to singing. But then you got some people who share our views and we'd be like, that's right, tell them. You know what I'm saying? So
Damien thing was this weekend too on Friday.
It was. So we'll talk about it when we come back after the break. So we'll talk about some upcoming events. We're going to continue the block party recap. there was an experiment with students cutting screen time. I think we talked about it a little bit.
We did, and how they did better in life.
Yeah, how they did better when they reduced their screen time. Some states that are limiting HIV. And also I seen something about the UN and slavery that we're going to talk about. So y'all stick around. We'll be back about 6-7 minutes after the hour right here on 99 Jams, The Bird.
Mm-hmm.
Rewindable.
Throughout the 5 boroughs, the U.S.-Israeli war on Iran has entered its 5th week. President Trump told the Financial Times Sunday he would prefer, quote, to take the oil and seize Iran's oil export hub, Kharg Island. Shortly after his comments, the price of oil surged to $116 a barrel. Separately, President Trump spoke to reporters aboard Air Force One and boasted about regime change in Iran. In Iran. Meanwhile, the Wall Street Journal
Hold on.
Because we was muted.
Okay. Well, we unmuted.
We're unmuted. Yeah, so welcome back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
This program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That?
See That.
And we like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
the new
gangsta.
Baby.
And if you don't know, now you know.
No.
And
I'm
my
excited.
best Biggie voice. What you excited about?
Just life.
Life is exciting.
Just life.
Yeah.
That's it.
Life is exciting.
You know, I look at like all the hurdles and things.
Yeah.
Like when you just give it to God.
Okay.
Right.
Let's talk about that. How do you just give it to God?
When you understand that, like, you can only control what you can control, and the rest is out of your hands.
Yeah. I'm big on that these days.
And when you realize the rest is out of your hands, and let Him do what He's gonna do with it.
Let go and let God.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's easier said than done, but I'm finna tell you, it's so free.
It gets easier when you do it often, though.
It does. You be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it gets easier.
That's
it gets easier. To let go. So this is Motivational Monday, and we're talking about letting go and letting God. Have you had a situation where you had to let go and let God?
So many.
Yeah, just let go.
So many.
Yeah, that's true.
So many. So
after you let go, do you grab it again?
I have.
It is a temporary let go.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
That's reality.
Because you can let go for a little while and then grab it again. Yeah, that's another part of it too.
It is. And sometimes the let go at that point is what's needed. Like every separation or let go, it doesn't have to be.
You got to reestablish your grip sometimes. Yeah. So you can let go to kind of, powder your hands, dust your hands off.
And then that relationship or whatever the thing is. Like, you know how like you take a pause, it's not working. We need to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
We need to redefine the rules and the things that I accept. You see the posts of the things that I accepted before don't mean that I'm accepting it now.
That's right. That's right.
Things that I let slide.
Yeah.
Somebody told
Reset,
me.
reposition, all of that stuff. Yeah. Realign. Like all of those are valuable tools for self-care.
And we were talking all of it. And my mind is just going in. Before I forget, happy belated birthday to Bo.
Okay, happy birthday, Bo. Every day is your birthday, man. I don't believe in belated. You woke up this morning, it's your birthday. You got another opportunity. So thank y'all. And thank you both for let's keep on having them, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Motivational Monday, man. It was something else that I had on my mind, but I can't think of what it is.
Because we were just talking about let go and
yeah.
What about you? Yeah.
No, just letting go, and then sometimes you can grab it back, and then other times you let it go and it's gone.
Yeah, because you know how like if you have a balloon in your hand, and if you let it go, sometimes you can jump and still grab it and pull it out, and then sometimes it's so out of reach that you just gotta let it go.
Gotta let it go. Yeah. And celebrate the time and remember the time that you had with it. Speaking of things that's happening as well, so the Pinellas Diaspora Arts Project, they're hosting the 4th Tampa Bay Chalk Festival on the Deuces happening on May 2nd, right here in St. Pete. So they're turning sidewalks along 22nd Street South and 7th Avenue, between 7th and 9th Avenue, into a colorful outdoor gallery. The best part is that anyone can participate. So whether you're a professional artist, a beginner, or you just want to bring the kids out to draw and have fun, they want you to be a part of it. There will be music, children's activities, food from local Deuces businesses, and even an environmental panel discussion about protecting our planet. So mark your calendar, save the date, May 2nd, come out, bring the family, bring your creativity, and be a part of the Tampa Bay Chalk Festival. You can get more information and register at PinellasDAP.org and find out about what's happening over there.
I seen them on Saturday.
Okay.
So Saturday I went down to Ferg's.
Okay.
It was nonprofit day.
Okay. I seen them promoting something, but I didn't know what it was. I thought it was because the games they're getting ready to start playing back in Tropicana Field.
Nope, it was nonprofit day.
Okay.
And so anybody know that I work with people with disabilities.
Okay.
And so one of the gyms that that's a part of the community, they were down there. So if you're looking for, if you're looking for somewhere for a person with disabilities to go and get physical therapy, or just looking for a community, now it is in Largo. Me and You is something that you should look at. A great gym.
That's what it's called, Me and You?
Me and You Abilities.
Okay.
And they do physical therapy. They have yoga. They have a drum line. We just went to the Special Olympics. They played basketball, which we did get bronze. Let me tell you. Okay.
That's good.
Like we came.
Yeah, you got a medal.
Yeah, we did in the Special Olympics. Next year, we taking it all. I ain't even gonna lie.
Lessons learned, do's, don'ts. Yeah.
But you know,
we could have had them if we would have just.
Yeah. And if you're looking for like a good group of people, for somebody with special needs, you're just looking for a community to kind of embrace you. We have once a month, there's parties that we do at the gym. We did bingo. A matter of fact, we did something with the Super Bowl, and we end up winning the pot for $35. Like,
wow! Oh yeah, y'all had a good old time.
We go to the movies. We go bowling every Friday.
Let me tag Lindell Bright. He would be happy to hear this.
Oh, okay.
No, because Lindell, he worked with the CAPI committee, is what they called it. CAPI is like the committee that deals with people with special needs and disabilities, and he did that for like 30 plus years. I don't know, I'm exaggerating. I don't know how long he did it for real.
But he did it for a while.
But he did it for a long time. And he was just in my inbox, of course, wishing me happy birthday. But then he was talking about the need to have conversations about how the disparities between African Americans with special needs and just the different ADA compliance things. And so how
it is.
It's like, it's crazy because in everything where there's a disparity, Black people seem to always get hit the worst in that disparity. And he was lifting that up, saying, hey, man, we need to be having conversations about special needs and, Black people with disabilities. And so I'm sure he would be happy to hear that. Charlie Funk, what's good?
And once you find that, because now my clients I have.
Thank you, Ms. Teresa. The Committee to Advocate for Persons with Impairments. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. And he did that for a long time and really was making some moves and really making sure that we understood as council members and the administration really understood the needs, the challenges, transportation, like curb cuts and just different barriers, you know what I mean, that people with special needs have, and real big as far as an advocate. And so thank you for your work that you do, Lindell. And I wanted to tag you because I'm sure that you would have been happy to hear what Qiana's experience was.
Yeah, if you're looking for a good community, me and you is a good place to start. It's really hard to find good places.
Okay.
When you look like the day programs, a lot of the day programs, unfortunately, don't do anything with it. It's just like a babysitting service. They're sitting up there. They're not taking them out. They're not doing anything. They are people just like we are.
Yeah.
And they have needs and they have wants. And with my program, the way that makes me special, I would say,
I like that. Yeah.
Is that once I learn my clients, I surround my day around them. That makes sense. So like, I know what make my clients tick. I know what they like and dislike, and I definitely respect them as adults because all of my clients are grown.
Yeah.
And just like you don't feel like getting up some days, they don't feel like getting up some days. And usually most caregivers feel like they have to put their will on them.
Okay.
And so like, this is the program and this is what you have to do. And if you don't follow it well, so you see a lot of unhappy or behavior problems when it comes from clients. It's a lot of time is because they're not being heard.
Oh, wow.
And because they can't physically speak, or there's some delays, or, they have like an elementary mindset. And so you think that you can still force it, but no, you cannot.
Right.
Because most of my clients, like, they don't leave me.
Yeah.
And I have like a waiting list.
Right.
For some,
people trying to get on.
Right, to get on. Because
people got all trying to get back on. Yeah.
Most people don't leave, but like, for me with this job, this is my labor of love. Like, I really believe, like, God say, like,
do this. This is for you. Yeah.
Because my clients, like, to see them and the joy, and because their families trust them with me.
Right.
And they can see the change. Like, I've been had the problem childs are all problem children that nobody else can, you feel like they can penetrate.
Right.
And once they get with me, like a lot of those problems like disappear. And it's really because of respect.
I mean, you can get a lot done with respect, right? They say you get more bees with honey than vinegar.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah, and so just operating in that and really understanding the golden rule, a lot of that stuff too is, treating people the way you want to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
Or my wife, she's a caregiver, and one of the things that she always says is kind of in the back of her mind is this could be me,
Mm-hmm.
and so at any moment, this like I could be in this situation and I could need this help. And how would I want somebody to help me? You know what I'm saying? Or if it was your loved one or somebody that you like, you know what I mean? Like these ain't just random people. Like these are people for real.
Mm-hmm.
And how you treat people, regardless, says a lot about you.
Yeah.
And also, when we talk about karma and universe and all of that stuff, like, yeah, you can't just do people wrong and expect good things to be happening to you. Yeah. So thank you. And shout out to all of the caregivers and all those who do amazing work. Don't seem like it because I had to learn to work with it. I missed a piece of that, Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I work because I literally get no assistance. Wow. And then Miss Teresa said she actually hired Lindell to work with Cappy and the Civilian Police Review Committee. And we got some stuff on tap that we plan on doing with Lindell and another friend of mine. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all stick around for that. I saw the UN, they have called for basically the UN calls for reparations to remedy the historical wrongs of trafficking enslaved Africans. So this is another, I guess, chapter in this long saga in this book.
Yes. Go ahead.
Of how to address the wrongs that have been done to Black people, right? And so the United Nations, the General Assembly on Wednesday adopted a resolution declaring the trafficking of enslaved Africans as the gravest crime against humanity, calling for reparations as a concrete steps towards remedying historical wrongs. The resolution also urges the prompt and unhindered restitution of cultural items, including artworks, monuments, museum pieces, documents, and national archives to their countries of origin without charge. The vote in the 193 member world body was 123 to 3 with 52 abstentions. Argentina, Israel, and the United States were the 3 members that voted against the resolution. The United Kingdom and all 27 members of the European Union were among those who abstained and decided not to vote. What you thinking? It's a pregnant pause. What y'all thinking?
It's really so. It is. I'm trying.
No, I'm looking at this. Miko she ain't take no time. She said, "Beautiful, give us back our stuff." Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm sick of the conversations. Let's get some actions done.
Okay.
Like it sound good. Like to bring it up. What are we gonna do? Like it's as fast as AI is moving.
Okay.
And they done made these changes with AI. And accepting, if they can accept that, why can't we hurry? Like this has been, this conversation. They approve COVID pills quicker than they saying like we did wrong to you.
Yeah, won't even acknowledge it
and all this other stuff. So
I'm
just go ahead.
It's a motivational Monday. We talking about the UN voting to declare slavery as the gravest crime against humanity. What are your thoughts?
Hey, just one and only Mr. Edmund. Good morning.
Good morning. What's good, Mr. Edmund?
I'm loving it. Oh, so this is serious. I think one of the main things, if I was them, I would have voted against it too, because what this does now is obligate a lot of people and countries to, reparations, right?
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I know y'all remember we did the structural race study, and we had city council members was the same way as these 3 nations, right?
Yeah.
Some abstained and some, voted against it, right? And said we weren't seeing nothing and it wasn't nothing to see us. So I think when you put it all together, the reality is big shots out to the city of St. Pete. We leading the way in some things, but we are falling far behind in others. So I think Yeah, I'm just calling in. I ain't got nothing better to do.
Right on.
I'm about to hang up on you.
Thank you for calling in. Use your time wisely. Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, we talking about the UN and the call for reparations. And how do you not get tired? Because it sounds like you just like exhausted and over it. How do you keep the energy and enthusiasm to make sure that these historical wrongs are made right?
Everybody get tired, so take that break and then you get back in the fight.
Okay.
So like if you got to take a pause and then you get back in the fight. I mean, but I just think you need to being prepared.
Mm-hmm. Right?
You look at it. Sometimes it's the long waiting game, and I feel like we have been waiting for a long time.
So here we go. So, it said while the United States opposes the past wrongdoing of the transatlantic slave trade and all other forms of slavery, it does not recognize a legal right to reparations for historical wrongs that were not illegal under international law at the time that they occurred. This is according to the deputy ambassador, is what they said before the vote. So they basically were saying it was legal when they was doing it. And so since it was legal when they was doing it, they shouldn't have did it, but it wasn't against the law then. And so we ain't trying to retroactively do something now that's, how can I say it? It's illegal now, but it was legal then. And so when it was legal, people benefited.
And see, this is how you twist it to fit your narrative, how you want to. We've seen them go back and be like, we wronged y'all, so we're gonna go ahead and fix it.
We wronged y'all, but it wasn't really wrong back then.
Right, but we
didn't think it was wrong.
But in other cultures and other scenarios, we seen them say like it was legal then, but no, we got you.
Oh yeah, they're doing it right now. Yeah, like so-called dictators and how they want to overthrow other people's governments because they doing the same thing. But when they do it here, it's like, oh, that's different because we Democrats and Republicans and we got processes that allow us to do this stuff. So the United States also, this is according to the article, the United States also strictly objects to the resolution's attempt to rank crimes against humanity in any type of hierarchy. Mm-hmm. The assertion that some crimes against humanity are less severe than others objectively diminishes the suffering of countless victims and survivors of other atrocities throughout history. So I guess that because there's others who have experienced what would be considered crimes against humanity and they have received reparations. So now they're saying that, one crime against humanity shouldn't have a higher rank or severity score than other crimes against humanity. In the United States, support for reparations gained momentum in the wake of the murder of George Floyd by a Minneapolis police officer in 2020. However, the issue has been a difficult one and has been caught up in broader conservative backlash over race recently. History and equality are all handled in public institutions. So unlike the UN Security Council resolutions, General Assembly resolutions are not legally binding, but are important reflection of world opinion. And so, Mr. Edmund, when you mentioned how you said you wouldn't have voted for it because now it's binding them to something, that's not the case with this one. It's saying because it's not it's a General Assembly resolution, not a Security Council resolution. So it's basically just saying like, this is how we feel about it. We think it was wrong. People voted for it and saying, yeah, we all think it was wrong, except for the 3 countries that said we ain't voting because of whatever. Mm-hmm. But there's really nothing binding. Like they can't make them do nothing as a result of this. It's basically just saying this is the world's opinion.
Yeah. And they don't want to say that because once you say that and the world opinion all matches up, then that opens up that, okay. Now
you move it to another body that you can actually make something that's enforceable and something that can actually be done about it. But yeah, I think at this point, definitely continue having the conversation. Mm-hmm. Be clear on what you want, but know that you asking people to give you something that they have no desire or will to do. And so you better not wait on it, but you can get up and do something for yourself. So we asking people to do for us what we can unite and do for ourselves, which is repair the damage. Because at the end of the day, reparations, the root of reparations is repair. And so to repair the damage, I think it starts with us. Resources would be nice and support would be nice, but looking for it and waiting on it to happen, I think is a mistake at this point. So yeah, so we tapping in, y'all. Let us know. Put it in the comments. What are you thinking? What do you think about the UN resolution that basically says that slavery is a crime against humanity? Miss Teresa, at 73 years old, I'm so tired of atrocities that people perpetuate against other people. Didn't the Japanese receive some form of reparations from this country after their internment, after the bombing of Hiroshima? Yes, they did. And I actually was in a Facebook conversation. I won't call it a debate, but it was a Facebook conversation, and that's what they were talking about too. They mentioned like Asians, right? And how look at what happened to them and look at the position that they're in right now. And what we did was I looked at what happened to them. And one of the things that happened was that they received reparations. And it might have been, it wasn't a whole lot, but it was probably like 25, 30,000 per person. And that went from like the 80s until maybe the 90s, maybe the late 90s. I have to get the dates. Somebody fact check me, but when did the last reparations check for the Asians go out?
They got 25,000, 30,000?
It was something like that. It was like 20,000 a piece. It was so many billions that they got.
But the thing is, so you say that that's
and then they
not
got
a
all
lot.
kind of others. And it was Ronald Reagan, I think, was the one who actually signed it.
But that's a good jump. Like, just think if you right now sit there and you get 20 to 30,000 deposited into your account.
Okay.
A lot of people, that'll change a lot of people's lives. It may make them hood rich. And then, and you know what I mean? Or it's people that can get some bills off of their back, put them in a better situation, give them some breathing room, pay some taxes off there. And I do think there's people that are out here that will then make a right decision with that 20 to 30,000.
More than not. So it says the Japanese Americans reparations, known as redress, were officially gained via the Civil Liberties Act of 1988. It was signed by Reagan. It offered a formal apology and $20,000 each to over 82,000 survivors of World War II incarceration camps due to racial prejudice, wartime hysteria, and lack of political leadership. The total payout, they said, was more than $1.6 billion, and it was paid to the 82.25 eligible individuals. Recipients had to be alive on August 10th, 1988. And they were of Japanese ancestry or the spouse or the parent thereof, who was incarcerated by the U.S. government. And so that's another one of the questions is like, how do you qualify and who gets it, right? Oh, and check this out. Other historical reparations from World War II. Following the war, Japan made reparations to several nations in Southeast Asia. Okay, so this was Japan paying them. So they paid the Philippines, Vietnam, Burma, and Indonesia. They also paid reparations as well. Yeah. So yeah, it's not uncommon. It's not unheard of, and it's happened in our lifetime.
Yeah,
he issued a formal apology, and reparations were paid. It began in 1988, and I think it ended maybe in 98 or 2000.
All right,
because they took time to make sure that they got that money.
Yeah, it's just not. They just don't want to pay us.
I mean, you think about it. They said 82,000 Japanese. It was millions of blacks, African Americans, or colored people,
think
Negroes.
about, like,
however,
the money that's thrown away.
So, do you give it to Negroes or do you give it to colored people? Like, if your birth certificate say Negro, does that mean you get it? How do they determine?
I don't know. If your birth certificate said Negro, if it said colored people, you get it.
Okay, but we African Americans.
Then you get it too.
but is a Negro different from an African American?
Depending on who you ask, no.
And then what about black?
And depending on who you. So listen, we put ourselves in these different categories, right? No. Listen.
We help.
No. What I'm saying is, no, I'm not a Negro. I'm an African American.
When you fill out your thing, do it say African American or black?
Yeah, put together. But then
they put it together. Black / African American.
Yes, they do. Okay.
It's not black separate from
No,
African American. Yeah.
What happened is you'll hear people be like, "Nah, I'm black. I ain't no Negro," right?
Okay.
And then you'll hear people say, "I'm not African American. I'm American." You know,
Okay.
you'll look at that.
Now you got indigenous people starting to reclaim their indigenous roots.
I'm talking about just how you put as black people.
Black African American.
We put ourselves in. Oh no, I'm not black. I'm Haitian. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm not black.
So you start talking nationality,
and then you start doing it to separate yourself from the blackness. But okay, I'm just gonna say this.
Okay.
And I don't know if y'all know that when everybody look at you.
They don't look at you and see an African American.
They see a black person. However, they see the one color that's on you, and they don't want to separate you in your different classes when you have this brown skin. And it's us who try to put ourselves in this, society that put us in this hierarchy that, like, if you're lighter, you're better. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then the darker you are, and then you try to disassociate yourself with the black Americans and be like, oh no, I'm Cuban. I'm a black Cuban. And then, and you start doing this because you think that because you're lighter or something else, it puts you in a hierarchy over the black Americans.
Okay. So let me ask you this, y'all. Put it in the chat. Let us know when you do your census forms and you have an option to choose black or African American. Which one are you choosing? Black or African American?
They don't give you that option on the census
form. They don't give it to you?
No, it's together.
Yeah, we did. We did the census.
Yeah, I did. And on the census, it says African American / black. It don't say African American, then black. Now, what they do, they say, are you Hispanic or other?
Yeah, non-Hispanic. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't give you the separate, the African American and black, they consider together.
Yeah. And then, so Caucasian is another one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do it say white?
I don't pay attention because I don't click.
Keep scrolling. Yours at the top, and after that you get the black star with a B, white star with a W. So yours, you're at the top of the census.
I mean, I just don't pay attention.
Thank you, UB. That's what I was thinking. I just didn't have the words for it. Ethnicity, nationality, race, and culture are all different things.
They are.
Yeah. So you got the ethnicity, the nationality, you got the race, and like all of those things. And so, but black or African American or indigenous. I mean, you got, people now saying that, we always here. Anyway.
I'm with all of it.
Yeah.
I'm not debating.
I believe that.
I'm with all of it. I'm not debating nobody on how they feel.
You say we was here, we was here.
If you want to be that, that's that's what's good with you.
That's the freedom that we have. That's
freedom one of the, you have at this point because everything else is changing.
You're right.
You heard what's the name come out there, and the big talk, LJ. Magic Johnson's son.
Okay.
There's a big, he did an interview and said that he only dates straight men.
Okay.
I don't know how that's possible.
So he only dates straight men.
Yes.
Okay. That's like women who date married men. He's saying straight, like how some people see married.
If a man is dating you, he's not straight.
Okay.
If you're another man.
Okay.
And you
dating a man, you're not straight.
You're not straight.
Yeah, that's how we understand it. But man, the world is crazy place.
But people then try to define stuff to separate them from others to make it okay.
So you a man and you say you only date straight men.
Right. And then this man is undercut. Like if he is attracted, and if messing with a man, that is.
Yeah, man who mess with men is gay.
Right. Point blank. Period.
But I mean, we in a time where if you say it and you get enough people to retweet it, it becomes true. There's probably a whole bunch of people that right now, if we hold on, LJ doesn't consider himself a man, so. That's what I'm saying. That's the layer. So if he don't consider himself a man and the men who he dating don't consider himself a man, then these men in their mind, they dating a woman. So look at me like that.
I'm over it. Look,
That's
I'm
right.
with Charlie Funk.
It's all in the mind, according to some people.
And I will say that, like, I'm very open, but I'm one of, and y'all.
Yeah, some things are simple. Some things are complicated.
And this don't have to be so complicated. And we have complicated this a lot. Just like when they want, like, cisgender, how they said it.
Yeah, that's straight.
Right.
Cisgender. Yeah.
No. I'm straight. Like, I didn't ask for that title.
Cisgender.
Yeah, I didn't ask for that. No.
I got a whole thing on that too. We can run it back, but I did a lot of research on
and
these different
just
genders.
said that even though he doesn't consider himself a man, that doesn't mean that he's not a man.
I mean, that's the debate. I mean, we know that, but now when you try to get them to understand that about themselves, like, who are you to tell that person that they're not a man?
No, I respect where you at, right?
I mean, even though it's clear to me that you're a man, but if it's not clear to you that you're a man, then where does the line with respect
I respect
get drawn?
that, but then you can't, when you say I identify as a woman.
Hold on, the views expressed. Let me just say this real quick, because it's probably going to get us in some trouble. Because you just got to tell the truth at some point. The truth as you see it. So the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by hosts, guests, callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, policies, or Carefester Radio. 99 Gems is ownership, management, affiliate, sponsors, or partners. With that being said, y'all, if I see you as a man and you don't see yourself as a man, does that make you a man? If I see you as a woman, but you don't see yourself as a woman, what does that make you?
So let me say this. I can respect what you want to call yourself.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that I have to agree with it.
Okay. Thank you.
So let me say that. If you want to be called a woman, I'll call you a woman. You know what I mean? Because that's respect.
Okay.
But that doesn't necessarily mean
pronoun conversation.
Right. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I agree with it.
But do you acknowledging the pronoun of she, her, when you in your mind you thinking he, him, does that mean that you agree with it, or you just being respectful?
I'm being respectful.
Okay, because that's how you decided that you want to identify yourself.
I'm gonna respect you. Just like when you.
But in your mind, you like, this some bull.
It's just kind of, not even that. Like, just with so your name change, right?
Yeah.
Some people.
Your mama call you Clay. I'm calling you Clay.
Right, but you want to be called
Muhammad Ali.
Right, and so you know what? Out of respect,
I'm gonna call you what you want to be called.
Right, but when I see you, I really think
that's Clay.
Yeah,
he always been Clay growing up. But that's not a gender thing.
No, I'm just
like
saying
names and so that's the other piece of it, right? So here's the other part of it. You have gender expression and gender identity, right? And so the identity is basically how you see yourself,
right?
And expression is like how you express yourself, because you have
because all of this
you
is
have
not
girls
sexual.
that dress like boys,
and all of this is not sexual.
Yeah.
Right, it's comfortability.
Yeah.
Right?
Like girls who dress like boys, they might be expressing their gender. Their gender expression is masculine or tomboy,
right?
But that don't mean that they think that they're boys,
or even that they're gay.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But then you have some that are like, yo, I dress like boys, and I think that I am a boy. Right. Like I was born in the wrong body type stuff. And that's when I think it started to get complicated.
All of it's complicated.
I mean, expression is different. Because like Prince, he was expressing his gender different. Like
but when you do
he wore blouses. You know what I'm saying?
But he didn't.
But you knew he was a man. But he wore blouses.
But everybody also questioned his sexuality.
Yeah.
So it all is complicated when you go against the norm. Regardless, you deal with the complication that comes along with that, right?
Yeah.
And so let's do it simple. You see girls who twerk. You automatically think they fast.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And not necessarily. Not necessarily. It's a form of dancing. But you know what I mean? You can see that,
That's a cultural expression.
It could be.
Twerk.
You can
but that
see,
don't mean that doesn't say anything about you as an individual. That's just how you express yourself on the dance floor.
that could be. You know what I mean? They could be loyal, God-fearing,
Yeah.
the whole 9 yard can
Just,
go.
yeah.
But that's just how they express themselves.
Okay.
So when you look at it, there's a lot of gray area in there, you know, in life in general.
Right.
And so like the respect thing. And so what I always like is that people like to push their agenda and their issues on you. And even if you respect where they come from, they don't respect that you have a different view.
Okay.
And if you say that you have a different view and don't agree with them, now you're hating. Now you don't like them. Now
you got some kind of phobia.
Right. And no, that's not necessarily true.
Yeah. I hear that. Yeah, that is a slippery slope, Miss Teresa. Thank you for that prompt. But yeah, it's definitely a conversation.
But I'm okay with the slippery slope because I'm not being. I feel like I'm not being disrespectful in it, and this is a conversation that needs to be had. Like
I think you said it best. You didn't say these words, but this is what I heard. Okay. Respect works both ways, right? And so I have seen it get like outright disrespectful when you. Like, I'm doing my best to respect your decisions and your choices, but you don't respect my right to have a different viewpoint.
Or to stand on over here. And again, it ain't that I don't disrespect you. It's not that I don't respect you.
It's just what I understand is facts. What I understand is facts.
Right.
And, there's certain things that when it's presented to me, it's like colors, right? Like, red is red and, blue is blue. But then there's different shades of blue. There's different shades of red.
Because I'll be like, that's purple. And they be like, no, that's violet. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
So agree to disagree?
Yep.
Keep it moving.
Just keep it moving with it. Yeah. But I do think.
But there are 3 primary colors, right? And so then you get others that come after that. So that's when they started to get into this other stuff. So thank you for that, Miss Teresa. Appreciate the prompt. Thank y'all for engaging. You listen to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. Is Motivational Monday. And so to tie that into a Motivational Monday, look, do you?
What?
That's it. Just do you.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So while you doing that, I do have a would you rather, right? Okay. Really quick.
Would you rather? Let me let you know. Would you rather is brought to you by Jerish Martin, Jerish Martin LLC. So make sure that if you're looking for entertainment curation, artist coordination, or event management to bring your next event to life, holla at Jerish Martin LLC. What's the would you rather?
Would you rather lose your phone for a week or your favorite app forever?
Lose your phone for a week. Or your favorite app
forever.
What's my favorite app? That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Now you got me wondering what's my favorite app. I don't want to lose my favorite nothing forever, so I'll go ahead and just I'll lose the phone for a week. I do without the phone for a week. Because when I get the phone back, I got the app too. So you just lost the favorite app for a week.
This is the week that all the money coming in.
That's your favorite app?
Nope. That's your phone. This is the week.
Oh, but I don't use my phone like that. Yeah, I'll take the phone for a week.
I'm definitely losing my phone for a week, but
because I can't think of what my favorite app is. I mean, I got a Facebook app. And they got that thing rigged up so I could be picking my phone up to do something totally different and end up on Facebook.
Favorite app forever.
Okay. What happens without the favorite app though?
Somebody said I
need my phone. Okay, yeah. Can't lose my phone for a week. Everything is in my phone. I can do without mine for a week.
No, but you don't know.
I also have a desktop computer, so I'm good. That's Amber. So she going with the phone for a week.
But
after I find it, go back. See, I'm with you, Amber. We go back to after I find it, I go back to my app.
Yeah, but your wife can't contact you.
She know how to reach me.
No, not without the phone.
She know how to reach me without the phone.
No, we sitting right here right now. No phone, no nothing. So you just.
How could she reach me without the phone? Okay.
And you're not with nobody. Your computer, you driving.
Just okay. So I just stay home for a week. I just stay home for that week.
I'm just trying to pay this.
I stay home for
Cool call. One of the grandkids
with no home phone.
When you lose your phone, you lose all phone privileges.
But that's okay. Dog.
Because it seemed easy.
She can email. Yeah, she could email.
But you're driving, so you don't have access to that right now. Usually, your email and stuff is all on your phone. And on top of that, let's say you don't know any numbers by heart.
I know a couple, but no, not as many as I used to.
No,
or not as many as I should.
So now you got to pull over, and who you calling? Because you ain't got no phone. You stuck somewhere. You need help.
Yeah.
And who are you calling? Doing it like.
But I mean, you assuming that the world from the end in this week.
No, I'm just saying. Like
I could take a week.
Give me your phone for a week. I'll lock it up. Let me see what happens.
I would love that. I really would, because y'all know I got a complicated relationship with my phone anyway.
You do. So, we did survive without no GPS, and you got to know your direction. So if you don't know your direction,
that would be perfect to say. Why you call me, bro? Man, Q had my phone for the week. I can get my phone. But yeah, that's true. Tiffany says if you're an entrepreneur, it's impossible to go without your phone for a week. For work, I have to. I use my phone as an authenticator for some of my work applications. So yeah, it's definitely a challenge more of a challenge for some than others. Mama Blue say smoke signals. That's what I'm talking about. We do some drum circles or something, bat signals.
But you're the only one that knows it. So now you're the
damn chemtrails. They're trying to kill us.
Looks like somebody else on fire.
They're trying to kill us around here. Oh my God. I'm still going without the phone for a week. I'll be back to the app. I'll come back to the app.
I'll probably go without the phone. I'm just painting the picture.
That is a picture that you gotta, sit with for a minute. So definitely. So thank y'all for tuning in. That was the Would You Rather for today. We do have an Ask Qiana.
Okay, let's run it.
Let's do Ask Qiana. Okay. Ask Qiana brought to you by the OCGC, the One Community Grocery Co-op. Also want to give a shout out to the co-op. We did a work day over at the St. Pete Youth Farm on Saturday, and it was really amazing, man. And if you haven't been to the St. Pete Youth Farm in a while, you're definitely in for a treat. So I say make sure that you pull up, go to the St. Pete Youth Farm. We were showing you some of the clips about what they're doing and what they have been doing at the youth farm, but it's amazing. So they've taken down the wall. You remember the Enoch Davis wall?
Oh, okay.
And so you remember when you pull up into the parking lot and that wall that was there, they had the mural on. So that wall is gone, and now you can actually see the connection between the youth farm and and the Enoch Davis Center. So it's like that was a big thing. I also ran into Jabari Reed. He's out there painting a mural on the side of the youth farm entrance, which is amazing. So I was able to chop it up with my brother, catch up, check in with him while I was at the farm. Did some composting, and I realized, boy, composting ain't for the weak. So yeah, whole nother story. But yeah, shout out to the St. Pete Youth Farm and the OCGC. Again, you can join the community, One Community Grocery Co-op, and be a proud member owner today. OCGC.coop.
Yes.
All right. So, dear Qiana, my ex proposes to me every single year on my birthday. And this has been going on for 15 years. And every year I say no. At first it felt romantic, then persistent. Now it just feels like pressure. I've moved on emotionally, but he keeps showing up like one day I'm just going to change my mind. Part of me feels bad because I know he's serious and consistent, but another part of me is like, how many times do I have to say no before it's respected? My question is this persistence or is it crossing a line? At what point does fighting for love turn into not respecting someone's boundaries? Am I wrong for still entertaining the conversation every year instead of shutting it down completely?
You said no. They say keep on asking, keep on trying for what you want.
If at first you don't succeed,
you try again.
Okay.
And it really do sound like this person is kind of respecting boundaries because they only ask you once a year.
Okay.
Kinda.
Okay.
Like they're not, and then once a year, like you know that it's coming. And if you don't, block the person.
Okay.
Don't cut the person. Like don't enter if you really don't want the because you have the power to really like cut this off.
Yeah.
It's not like he's asking you every day. It's not like you're going out on dates with this person. You know what I mean? And so if you really are that bothered about it, block them.
Okay.
Stop entertaining
15
it altogether.
years, huh?
Yeah. I mean, and one day listen, one day you might be sitting in there and be like, you know what? I can't wait till you
I'm gonna give old Clarence
you know what? I've been sitting up here. All my girlfriends got somebody. I've been waiting on Prince Charming, but Prince Charming been here the whole time. You know what? I know you snore at night. It might not be that bad because I don't want to be in the house by myself.
Okay.
So you know what? That one birthday that you want him to ask.
Okay.
And he don't.
Then you're gonna be like, what happened?
What happened? Why you? Hey,
so next year may be the year.
Next year, and that's how he feel.
Okay.
Next year might be the year.
So he don't take it as a no. He take it as a not right now.
Not right now, maybe because you're still you're
still engaging.
You're still engaging. Yeah. And it doesn't seem like
that's so sweet.
But it doesn't sound like
But no.
But it doesn't sound like you have moved on and found somebody else either. Instead, like. Because
if you got somebody new and they can see you entertaining a text message from your ex asking you to marry them, like they're gonna be like, what we?
And if you say like, I have somebody else, I need you not to send that.
Yeah. Then
that becomes, me saying no.
It's one thing.
It's one thing. You saying like, please don't send me that anymore. Like it's dead.
Yeah. That's another layer.
That's another layer. Now you're looking at boundaries and disrespect.
Okay. So this is just persistence right now.
Yeah, it is. And it doesn't seem like they're they're not coming in and,
Yeah.
So if you really wanted to stop, tell them that no.
Yeah.
Not just no, please stop sending me this. If you don't say that, that leaves that door open in my mind. What about you? What you think?
I think you're right. Yeah, I think that definitely leaves it has to be some level of comfort or comfortability for them to feel comfortable like making that request and doing that, showing up in that way.
Yeah.
Because if there was like you said, if you didn't leave the door open, then you wouldn't get that type of request.
Right.
And so the door, whether intentionally or unintentionally, they still feel comfortable. They don't feel like it's an issue. They don't feel like it's a challenge, maybe because you haven't made it an issue or you haven't presented it as a, like, hey, this is really weird and you need to stop.
Right. You laugh it off. Nope.
He just do that every year. Yeah.
And just think about this. How many people who asked their spouse to marry them and they were together? No, not right now.
Yeah.
No. And then the timing is right. Then they end up doing it and then you see them get married.
Okay.
Engagements, happen and stop and they figure it out and they get back to, so.
Yeah, people be engaged and then break off engagements and then.
And so
re-engage. Yeah.
They get married, get divorced. I know friends.
And
then get remarried.
Divorced and remarried. Yeah.
I got a friend that remarried the same person like 4 times.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And
that sounds expensive.
It did. And the last time they did it like 3 times, to be honest.
Okay.
And at the 4th time, at this point, they're not back together.
Okay.
But when they went, the people at the courthouse was like, what is y'all doing? You sure you want to file this? Yeah. Like they was like, okay, like listen, what are y'all doing? Like you hold off, come back, y'all think about this.
Like buying a gun.
Yeah, like
we gotta give you a time period to just really sit and think about is this something you really want to do. Don't
send this paperwork in yet. Because we done seen y'all a few times and y'all
wow.
Save your money right now because y'all finna reconcile. Like
yeah. No, when they asked me when I got married, is this your first marriage? And I was like, hopefully this will be my last and my only. Like I ain't trying to make this a series.
And at this point, Mama Blue, he probably don't even have a ring because he's knowing that the answer is probably going to be no.
Yeah. So the question was, does the rock get bigger every year? Yeah. And then I like what you said. It's just a tradition on your birthday.
Oh, yeah. At this point, like.
Yeah. Because if you ever mess around and say, he probably be like, nah, I was just playing.
Yeah. And
you
my
be like,
first thought,
you be like, this the year I'm gonna say yes, and when you say yes, he gonna be like, oh, whoa,
wait,
nah,
hold on. And I almost said, and my first thought would say, tell him yeah.
Okay, just tell him yeah.
And then
see where that goes.
And see where that goes, because I'm thinking he's not as serious as he said. Because one thing, if you're serious, super serious about something, you do it more than once a year. Like you start to do the preparation, and if you want to be a husband, you start to show that you are husband material.
Okay.
If you want to do something, you start to set up. And a husband don't only wait 1 year to make stuff happen for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they show up year round. You would want that to be your husband, right? And so if he's only there once a year, I'm not really taking him serious.
Okay.
Either.
Yeah, I hear that. All right, well, there you have it, folks. That was the Ask Qiana for today. The Ask Qiana, again, brought to you by the One Community Grocery Co-op. And again, we want to remind you that the One Community Grocery Co-op is up and running full swing, man. And we're still pushing towards our mission for 300 founding members. I think we might be tapping on the door of 200 right now. And again, once we hit that milestone, we're going to move into the feasibility phase, start scouting out some locations, and bringing this community grocery store to life. And so we definitely need your help and consistent support to do so. You can join again by going to ocgc.coop. And if you need help signing up, don't worry about it. We have some member owners that can assist you. Also, candidates, if you're running for office in 2026 and you're looking for a real way to connect with the people and the community, 99 Gems the Berg has a space for you. You can underwrite a show, build your audience, or share your message. Our listeners tune in because they trust the voices on this station, the culture, the conversation, and the connection. So underwriting a show is one of the most effective ways to introduce yourself, highlight your platform, and stay in front of the people you want to serve.
And also, candidates are, if you're having parties, if you're doing events and you want the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club to come out, because we're nonpartisan over here, right? And we just want to get the information out to the people, right? And so we are accepting all of that, right? That doesn't necessarily say where we agree or disagree, but we do agree with the people of St. Pete, and we want them to get all the information out. So if you're looking for us to come out there and host outside of the radio, the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club will come out there and do that.
As long as it's aligned. Now we do have some boundaries. We got boundaries.
We do.
We got boundaries. We got places. There are places where we will not go.
This is true.
But if you want us to come, make the reach and let us, and then we'll talk through what it takes to get us there. Also, the Black Money Movement is bringing energy. There's some big events that are coming up. So the Cash Mob at the Canopy 18, that's happening Sunday, April 5th, 12 o'clock. Come out, eat, spend, and support local business. And then following that, starting in April, which is Wednesday, wow. There'll be back-to-back cash mobs. And so after the one on Sunday, April 5th, there'll be a cash mob at JTD Inner City Foods that'll be happening on April 11th at 12 p.m. because circulating the dollars in our community matters. And we are still working on this campaign to make each other rich on purpose. And so support the cash mob, support anything that's positive that aligns with your vision and mission for yourself. Yeah, that's it.
All right, it's 9 o'clock. Stay tuned for Sister Hughes.
Make you lose your shoes and shout all around the house. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club Motivational Monday. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And we out.
Bing, bing.